Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of the Witchin' Knit Mama podcast. I'm Nicole. You can find me on Instagram as Witchin_Knitting_Mama and on Ravelry as Sea Turtle Girl, GRRL, not GIRL. Welcome back. It's a pretty warm day here in North Carolina, so I'm hoping I can get this done in about 10 minutes before the heat starts becoming super oppressive. So, kind of trying to get this in. I'm going to start doing multiple podcasts instead of just one big one at the end of the month, because it's just too much information for me to try and cram in, and it gets kind of overwhelming. So I'm going to do all of July, and then starting in August we'll probably have like 2 or 3 smaller episodes for the month. So alright, let's get started. No finished objects for the month of July. Had a lot of stuff going on. There was problems with the kids, sickness. We had a tree fall in our front yard during a really bad storm. I was in a car accident last night, so it's just haven't had a lot of time. It'll take us. Let's just go right into whips. I have 2 predominant whips right now. The first one is a sample knit for Fiona K Knits. This is the Closer to You shawl by Justina. I'm not going to say her last name because I'm going to butcher her last name. This is, I think, a fairly popular shawl. It's a single skein, and it knits up pretty fast. One of my friends, Phoenix, has politely dubbed this the Batwing shawl. But this is in Fiona's Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun, which is super, super cute. I love it. Perfect medium and dark. It has that nice pop of purple and pink in there. So I've got 3 or 4 repeats on that so far, and I've got several more to go. So I'm just going to keep working on that. And then I'm still working on the Shoreline tank, which releases on Friday. That's by the Little Wolf Knits, who is Rihanna. So I've made some good progress on it. I have about 3 to 4 more inches at the bottom. It's slow going, and time has been hard to find to work on this because it's a 1x1 rib, so it can be cumbersome if I'm not in a place where I can just sit and zone out. But this one is in I'm trying not to make a big mess because it's kind of collapsed on itself, the Hobbii Halloween Dahlia, and this colorway is called Hypnotized, I think. It's color number 5 from last year. I believe it was last year. So I've got through the green. I'm almost to the purple, the orange and purple gradient part. So I'm super excited about this. I'm hoping I can get all the way to the dark purple, the bottom and the hem of the shirt. So I think it's super cool. I love how it's knitting up. And I'm just going to keep working on that as I can. So those are my 2 current whips. I do have some work on the States blanket. It got moved into a bigger bag because it's officially too big for me to carry. So here is the progress on the next state. I picked this really pretty variegated blue from Texas. This is from Tania, the Natural Crow Knitter. She's amazing. And this little ball is from Dye Lab Yarns. It is called Summer Sky, and it is a 4-ply sock. So that's the one I'm working with right now. And hopefully I can resume Scrappy Sundays in a little bit. I was renewing my love for this blanket over the past week or so. So I'm going to keep working on that. That's all we got for progress with the dates. Let's do acquisitions. So our first acquisition is actually stitch markers. I found a new polymer clay stitch marker company called The Littlest Charm Co. She's on Etsy. I found her through Instagram, but I'm not 100% sure if someone recommended her or not. So I got 3 new stitch markers. Let's see if I can get this guy. Little cauldron. He's super cute. I love the little bubbles. She has a really good eye for detail. I call it a bomb pop. I don't know if it's red, white, and blue pop where you guys live or what, but that was my sort of 4th of July marker. I love you, especially with a little bite taken out of the top. And then the last one that I got, I have to unclip it from my bag, was this little guy. I love turkey stitch markers. I don't know why, but he was so cute. His little feathers on the back. So those are the 3 that I got from Littlest Charm Co. Love them. So that was kind of the beginning of the acquisitions. Because in my opinion, notions still count for acquisitions. Sure, why not? So let's put these away. Right. And now yarn. So we've got a lot going on in this cauldron right now. A lot. So we'll just jump right in. A dear friend of mine, Knit V on Instagram, went to Minnesota, and she stopped by the Stephen B store and got me this beautiful skein of Tosh DK, and this is the Stephen B custom colorway called Moxie. And the funny thing is, we have a dog named Moxie, so this is very appropriate. I was originally thinking this would be a ghost. I do not think this is going to be a ghost. I think that this is going to be either color work or a hat of some sort. It's very special, so I don't want to not waste it, but I want to use it for something really nice. So that was one of the first ones. I also got, this was my very first Mesa Skein purchase. I love her Shark Week set. I have missed her Shark Week set for the past 2 years, so I was super excited to finally get a hold of one this year. Macy does such a good job on the Shark Week colorway. I mean, it's perfect with those little pops of red in there. Yeah. So, not sure what these are going to be, but I'm definitely happy to have them in the stash now. Following with the red and blue and black theme, this is actually a skein that I won in a giveaway. So this is Fiber Seed, and the dyer is Lindsay, but sort of not. So her son dyed this, her son Reese, and he has his own kind of separate collection in her shop called Rainbow Soup. And so Lindsay helps her son. He comes up with the colorways and then she helps him dye them. And this one in particular, she had posted like a little trivia on her Instagram, and I had guessed the colorway name correctly. And so this was his representation of the Boston Tea Party. I love it. It is so pretty. I think that this would make, in like a fingering weight, this would have made a really cool like 4th of July patriotic tank or tee. I think it's a good alternative on the traditional red, white, and blue instead of, you know, those colors. Just throw the black in there instead of the white. So I love it. It's edgy. It looks really cool. This is on her Sprout DK. Yeah, Sprout DK, which is super squishy. I love it. So that was a fun little giveaway that I won. If you're not following Lindsay, oh bugs, yay! If you're not following Lindsay on YouTube, totally should check her out. Not YouTube, I'm sorry guys, Instagram. If you're not following Lindsay on Instagram, check her out. She does do a lot of festivals and fiber related events, so seeing her stuff in person is always a lot of fun. She is a very, very talented dyer, and so was Reese now. Alright, next, I was watching Kayla over at Alt Knits when she did these, and that is upside down. I'm sorry. This is Hirschner's Worsted Halloween Sparkle. She had talked about this on her YouTube channel, and in doing so, they promptly sold out of the Witch's Brew colorway, which was purple, green, and gray, I think. So when I logged on while watching that episode, I ordered this one, and this is beautiful. It is black, gray, white, and orange. I got 4 skeins of this. It is 92% acrylic, 8% polyester. There are 489 yards. So I got 4 of these, and I think I'm going to turn this into Tin Can Knits Harvest cardigan. I really want a Halloween themed cardigan, Halloween color cardigan. Just something big and oversized and squishy, and honestly for an acrylic this is pretty soft. The Stellina kind of catches, kind of not, but I think I'm looking forward to working with this. Hopefully this is one that'll go into wishful knitting for this fall. So 4 skeins of that. And then my last acquisition is actually a collaboration with Crafted by the Fates. Phoenix reached out to me and said that she wanted to collaborate and create a colorway that represented me. And so she and I started talking about it, and I'm not sure where the whole idea of the Storm Witch came from, but it was just something that I started thinking about me, in essence, who am I? And I've always been intrigued and moved by wind and the power of nature and water and rain and storms. So we tossed some ideas around, and this is what we came up with. So this is Storm Witch on her Surrealist sock base. And some skeins have more teal, some skeins have more blue, but the gray is perfect. It's moody. You can see some of the speckles right there. It's gorgeous, and this is me in a skein of yarn. I love it. So I'm super, you can tell some of the grays are a little bit darker in that one. There's paper in here. Teal's a little bit darker in this one. So that's going to get turned into a sweater eventually. I'm not 100% sure which sweater, but those are special. So those are going into my special yarn pile. I'm going to just sit here and squeeze it. So that was it for acquisitions. Definitely bought more than I anticipated for this month. Trying to slow down because we've got SAF coming up in October. I was thinking about going to the Southern Comfort Fiber Festival in Charlotte in August, the middle of August, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not, but I have projects. Wishful knitting, I would like to do cardigans for the goblins. I have Mithril by Frogginette on Instagram is a really cute pattern that I love. If I can figure out how to pop in a picture, I'll put a picture right here. And I've got some, Knit V gave me some Cascade 220 worsted that I let the boys pick their colors, and so they picked their colors for that project, those projects. So that's in the wishful knitting. The Harvest is in the wishful knitting, and I think that there's going to be some other whips that I have. I want to get the cardi done that I had started. I'd really like to get those Twisted Tea shorts done that I had started back in the spring. So I've just got to get through these couple of projects right now that are taking precedence. I'd really like to get more work done on the Mama kimono too. So hopefully I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. I'm going to talk for a minute about the 100 Days of Halloween Make-Along. So I'm so excited about this make-along. Y'all have had some good entries. We've had some good feedback. I'd like to see some more hashtags out there because I am sharing them to my stories once they show up on my feed. So make sure you're using the hashtag 100 Days of Halloween MAL. I do have prizes coming in. I don't know if I'm going to do a reveal of the prizes in advance. Probably. But I'm super excited. Mary from Ginger Snaps Fibers just sent us a sock set bag. I'm so excited to show you guys that. I've got a skein, 3 skeins of yarn. I think I have another one coming in. I've got a cute Notions sort of set from Twin Mommy Creations. So yeah, lots of good stuff. I'm super excited. Y'all put it out there. Put it out there. Use the hashtag. Tag me if you want to. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. So I'm in full Halloween mode. I've been DIYing a lot. Check out my reels on Instagram. If you've got any ideas, drop them in the comments below. And hope that you all have a great rest of your week and that August kicks off and is good for you. If you're enjoying the content, definitely subscribe. Say hey below. Give me any suggestions, feedback, comments, concerns, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.